Hello and welcome to Longship Gaming. We are playing Marvel Champions today. It's going to be Iron Man versus Nebula. So this is part of what I'm calling the Vengeance Cycle. I am trying to defeat villains that bested me in previous games on the channel. I had a look on the good old Marvel Champions database. And out of my remaining heroes that I had not yet played on the channel, I was looking up Iron Man. And I came across a protection deck that claims to be Iron Man Perfected. I think it's 2.0. I will link to the deck in the description below. It is protection, and it purports in its description to have beaten Loki on Heroic. I figure, well, if it can beat Loki on Heroic, then it should have no problem defeating Nebula on Expert. So we'll see. I have tested this deck. It actually is really solid. Certainly some of the new cards that came out with the Spider Cycle, more specifically, I can't remember which cards came from Spider Suit or from Spider Ham, but they are, I feel, quite potent. And a kind of I'll show the card in a second, but a protection card that protection desperately needed to really push it over the top to be better for solo play in general. So let's go over the deck itself. We have, for our allies, Nova, Martyr, and Luke Cage. 3 copies of Repurpose, so that's a new event. Hero action, discard a tech upgrade you control, ready your hero, and choose thwart, attack, or defense. Until the end of the round, your hero gets plus X to the chosen power, where X is equal to the upgrade's printed cost. That's pretty potent. And I'll show you why in a second. This deck relies very heavily on tech cards. Very, very heavily on tech cards, which is right up Tony Stark's alley. It's very thematic in that sense. But especially in late game, discarding tech cards that you don't really need anymore to ready your hero and choose one of those aspects or one of those basic abilities until the end of the round, your hero gets plus X. So this would stack. You could, in the last turn, just start throwing away all your tech, throwing away your armor if you wanted to, and just boosting your attack to an incredible degree. It is a late game card. It's not something you're necessarily going to be doing that often. However, it dovetails pretty well with some other tech cards in protection. So this is the other newer card. This is an upgrade called Force Field Generator. Its tech uses 6 energy counters, max 1 per player. When you would take any amount of damage, remove that many energy counters from here. For each energy counter removed, this way prevent 1 of that damage. This is just, it's 3 cost for essentially 6 hit points. It's the kind of card that I feel almost should have been in the game from the beginning. It's not the best exchange rate, but it's still 6 free hit points. And let's say that you take a full hit, you lose 5 of them, you're down to 1. On your turn, if you've got, or even if not, you wouldn't be able to react with it, but on your turn, you could repurpose it, dump it, and get the +3 to a stat of your choice. Which works very well with Iron Man because he doesn't have the best base stats. Another one we have that uses counters is Energy Barrier. There's 3 of those in here as well, just to mitigate taking any kind of damage at all. This one, of course, can, again, it's from any source. These effects don't come or rely on being attacked. These are just from any source. So get pinged for 1, just, bounce it off one of either your energy barrier or your force field, depending on what you want. Electrostatic armor. If you defend against an attack, deal 1 damage to the attacking character. Don't know how much this is going to get played, but it's great for an energy resource, which Iron Man relies on. And Dauntless, which gives Retaliate. if your hit points are equal to or greater than your hero's starting hit points, which is likely because there are 3 cards in his deck that add hit points, up to an additional 8. And of course, we have our power protection. For our basic cards, 2 Against the World, because our signature ally is War Machine. So search your deck for a tech upgrade and put it into play. Shuffle your deck, ready Iron Man and War Machine. Ingenuity, of course, can only be played if you have the Genius trait. He's one of not very many geniuses, so this benefits him for the free resources. Endurance, just get that hit points up, because he does have a low 9, but adds that, of course, when you get more of your upgrades out. 3 copies of Plasma Pistol, so yet again, this is intended to work with both boosting his hand size relatively cheaply, but like, oh, we have a visit from a cat. We have, this is another case where you can, you remove a charge counter and do 1 damage to an enemy. So good for pinging off toughs and so on. Not an attack either, so you don't provoke retaliate. But when you get that down to 1 charge counter left, you can use repurpose and get some use out of it for the extra 2 points to a basic ability. And then we have strength, energy, and genius, of course. So to go over the scenario, we have Nebula on expert, 17 hit points. She has a scheme of 2 and attack of 2, but she comes in with the Power Stone attached, so she gets +1 for each stat. The first technique attachment, each player reveals each round gains surge. When Nebula initiates an activation against you, resolve the special ability for each technique attachment in play, then choose and discard 1 of those attachments. We haven't drawn those yet because we haven't added in our obligation, but we will when we come back. Her 2-stage scheme, a threat of 6, Art of Evasion, comes in with 2 threat on it. X is equal to, and it goes up by X. X is equal to the number of evasion counters on Nebula's ship. And each turn, it gets 1 evasion counter added onto it. But we can get rid of those by exhausting the Milano and spending up to 2 resources of any type. Remove 1 evasion counter from here for each resource spent this way. So, other than the first turn with the Milano, generally we're not going to get a lot of use out of it. Iron Man himself, 9 hit points. On Tony Stark's side, recovery of 3. Genius Futurist action. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 to your hand, and discard the others. Limit once per round. And on the Iron Man side, thwart of 2, attack of 1, and defense of 1. Avenger, you get +1 hand size for each tech upgrade you control to a maximum hand size of 7. And he's got a hand size of 1. So you need to get those tech cards out very, very quickly, which is why the deck is absolutely just chock full of them. All right, we're going to get shuffled up and ready to go, and we'll be right back with Iron Man versus Nebula. All right, we're back. We're shuffled up and ready to go. We've dealt ourselves our 6, but first of all, as part of the setup, we have to go and draw 2 cards from Nebula's deck to see if there are any techniques. Nope. No. Okay. Good. What do we have in our starting hand? Power Protection, Pepper Pots, Energy Barrier, Repulsor Blast, Rocket Boots, Force Field Generator. Okay. Pepper's good, but very expensive at the start. Power Protection for sure. I think Pepper's got to go. Barrier, we're not really shooting anything yet. Rocket Boots, we need our techs. So critical that we have tech cards. Force Field Generator over Energy Barrier. I think we're going to keep the generator over the barrier. So I'm going to draw back up. 1, 2, 3. Repurpose, Plasma Pistol, Powered Gauntlets. Okay. So let's use Futurist. 1, 2, 3. Repulsor Blast, Strength, Power Gauntlets. We want Strength. We're going to flip over. We're going to thwart. Let's spend our Milano energy on rocket boots. Spend our strength on gauntlets. And then our repurpose and our force field generator. Oh, sorry, repurpose and power protection on force field generator, and we're going to hang on to the plasma pistol. We'll take a pot shot with the gauntlets. Ping. And our force field generator comes up with 3, or comes on with 6 tokens. All right, 3 tech cards out, turn 1. 1, 2, 3. Plasma pistol, war machine, endurance, and energy. Okay. Kenner goes on here. Thart goes on here. She's attacking for 3. Okay. So it's weapon mastery. So she does 3 to our force field generator. And because it came on as a boost card, after the activation ends, attach this card to Nebula and resolve its special ability, so we take a damage. Our free hit points started disappearing. Oh, I forgot to give ourselves our extra hit point from the boots. First encounter card. Revealed. You may exhaust a Milano. If you do not, the villain attacks. +1 attack. Do we really care? Because we definitely... We want to keep Nebula's ship under control. I think I'd rather take the damage. Yeah. So she's at +1 attack. So she's an attack of 4. Alright, fine. So I have 2 on her field generator. So an attack of 4, 5, 6. So we're going to hit for 4. Down to 6. This is going to go off. We're going to take another one. And then that goes. Alright. I know we're flipping down this turn anyway. So we're going to ping her for 1. Is there anything here we're going to do this turn? I don't know if there is. Use the Milano and War Machine to do that. There's 1 threat on there. I think we need to heal. I mean, it's risky, but I think this is what we have to do. We're going to use Futurist, 1, 2, 3. Arc Reactor, Rocket Boots, and Dauntless. Most important tech here is the Arc Reactor, so it's coming into our hand. So we're going to play out the Arc Reactor and play out Endurance. So we're going to go up to 8. And then we're going to heal and go up to 11. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Genius, Repurpose, Ingenuity, Power Protection, Supersonic Punch, and Electrostatic Armor. Okay. Token goes on here. One goes on here. Just going to scheme for 3, 4, 5, which is going to cause this to flip. Warp drive initiated. Put 2 evasion counters on Nebula's ship. Discard the top 2 cards. So that's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, two, three, four, five, 6. And flip. And starts on 3. Okay. Encounter card. Attach Nebula. And that's going to surge, of course, because that's the first. And Ruthless, Alter Ego, Nebula Schemes. If there is placed on the... okay. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's going to go off, and we have to discard 1 random card. Goes our armor. Things are not great. Okay. Okay. Futurist. 1, 2, 3. Punch, Nova, Plasma Pistol. What do we have in our hand to start with? Oh, yeah, this is gone. I think we want a punch to finally get the stone. So we're not going to need another punch. We have 3 tech cards. So we definitely need the plasma pistol. Because we won't have enough card draw. Okay. Flip over. We have to spend our Milano resource to do that. We are going to... yeah, should have probably ingenuitied. But I think it's too late now. Only having 4 cards in hand next turn is really rough, but we do need to get the stone off. Okay. Gonna punch for 4. 10 to 11. Get the stone. How long we can hang on to the stone? Probably not very long. So it's the punch. Yeah, nothing we can do with these two, unfortunately. Well, I actually could have done that. Let's do this just to add on the extra 4 damage. Going aerial and spending the genius resource, so down to 7. So now we have Power Stone, so we can thwart for 3. And then stand back up with the reactor. And thwart for 3. Alright, so we have 3 tech cards. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 4. No, we have 4 in our hand. Okay, oh, that armor's okay. Token goes on there. Scheme, she's going to attack. There's very little we can do about it. She's only attacking for 2. But we can't afford to defend. So maybe she'll pull a blank. Who knows? No. So for 4, so we go down to 7. She gets the gem back. Encounter card. Attach to Nebula. And that's going to surge. Attach to Nebula. It's bad times all around. So we've got one where she places threat and one where she gets tough. Okay. All right, let's ping for 1 because we don't have much else to do with it. Thwart for 2. Sadly, the armor's not going to do us any good. Get 2 off of here. We're going to stand back up. We're going to flip over. We're going to heal. We're going to futurist. 1, 2, 3. We're going to spend 2 on the barrier. All right. So it's 1 counter card. There's always a chance we just lose right here, but you never know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stark Tower, Repulsor Blast, Force Field Generator, Repurpose, Power Protection, and Genius. Okay. Counter. Scheme. She's going to scheme for 3. Such as 3. And this is going to come into play in a second after this activation, but then we have 1 threat go on. So now it's at 7. Then she gets tough card. We're going to choose cut through an ambition to go away. This goes on, and then we discard 1 card randomly. So our repulsor blast. Okay. First encounter card. Oh, okay, weapon mastery. And that's going to surge into cannonade. And next encounter card, blindside. Stun the first player. Well, it's stunning us is fine because we're not really doing much in the way of attacking. Oh boy, okay. So, back to us. Futurist. 1, 2, 3. War Machine, helmet repurpose. I think we're going to keep the helmet. Going to flip over. That's our helmet. We're not going to repurpose anything, so we're going to put out the helmet. Spend 2 resources to get rid of that. Spend 3 to bring out the generator. Okay. We're going to do this to get the stun off, because that's an attack. We're going to thwart for 2. Ready. Thwart for 2. Use the helmet to thwart for 1. Nothing else we can do. Okay. Rough. Very rough. Especially with all those techniques that are now out. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're at maximum hand size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Repulsor blast, energy, dauntless. Force field, rocket boots, plasma pistol, energy barrier. Okay. Counter on there. Scheme. She's going to attack. We're not going to defend. So, she currently has 1, so 3, 4, base 4. Okay. So 4. Now all these are going to go off. So we take a damage. So that's that. She discard a card at random from her hand. Okay. And then lastly, she gets a tough card. If she already has one, she gets a boost card. So we're going to get rid of the discard one. All right. Back to her for her encounter card. Incite, Surge. Place 1 evasion counter. Sound the alarms. +1 attack. Okay. Nasty. Okay, first things first, as usual, get rid of this. We want to get the aerial trait. So we're going to spend rocket boots to engage our rocket boots to go aerial. So our helmet is going to allow us to remove 1 threat from each scheme. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to ping her for 1. Get the tough off. Or aerial. Ping her for 2, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, it has retaliate 1, so force field generator. It's going to get blown off. Don't really care about the +1 attack. This is +1 and it's just a +2. Thwarting is the important thing. This only has 3 on it now. I think getting rid of cannonade is probably worth it. Or we can go aerial with the helmet next turn and just get rid of everything. Okay. Man, do I ever want that gem back. Yeah, you know, so we're going to put up another generator. Then we're going to repulse her. Yeah, I think this is the best option. Okay, here we go. So we're going to repulse her. Discard top 5 cards looking for energy symbols. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 8 damage. And none of this prevents her from taking more than that. Okay. Or less than that. So it's a 8 full damage, which is going to give us stone. We're going to take 1, which is going to ping 1 point off of our generator. Then she is going to, because she was defeated, go up to 20. Now it becomes more costly to get rid of her effects. When Nebula initiates an activation, results special abilities, you may then remove the top card of your deck from the game to choose and discard 1 of those attachments. So yeah, things are going to get a little more pricey for us. But we had to, on this turn, get the stone. Okay, so we're going to thwart cannonade. Stand back up. Thwart the main scheme. Okay. I think that's all we can do. Now we're just looking to do damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nova, Barrier, Martyr, Ingenuity, Luke Cage, Plasma Pistol, and Armor. Okay. So, back to Nebula. One there. One there. She's going to attack. We're not going to defend. She's got, right now, 3. 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 8 in total. So 5 is going to come off of here. One's going to come off of here. So it's 6, so that leaves 2. So, and we reflect that back. She did not do 3 damage. Oh, no, she had +1 there, so she did do 3 damage. So 3 damage did get through. It's unfortunate, because now she gets the stone back. These go off, so we take A damage. So Barry's going to ping that. And then she gets tough card back. And encounter cards. Honor Among Thieves. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a criminal minion is discarded. Reveal that minion, then give that minion a tough status card, and the villain 1 face down boost card. Okay. So, first we have to look for our minion. There it is. It's a Pirate Lackey, which becomes tough. And then Nebula gets a boost card. And I believe, let's have a look at it. I'm pretty sure it says reveal. Where was it? Honor Among Thieves. Yeah, reveal. So, Quick Strike does definitely take effect here. We're going to have to defend because we do not want to lose a card from our deck. Oh, I actually forgot. I wanted to get rid of one of these, and it's not going to have to be that one. So I'm going to have to remove a card from the game. Hopefully it's not an important one. It's one of my force field generators. That's fine. That can go. All right. All right, let's see. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to have to flip down this turn to heal. Are we? Let's think about this. This is going to have to happen, of course. Let's get rid of Nova. We want to go aerial. Let's use our boots. Let's go aerial. Which will get rid of the threat. I'm going to spend, we're currently aerial, we're going to spend 2 on the pistol. We're going to shoot the lackey for 1, and then we're going to zap the lackey with our gauntlet to kill it. We're going to ready. We're going to flip over. We're going to heal for 3. We're going to Futurist, Gauntlets, Bolt, and Strength. We're going to keep Strength. We're going to use Strength and Luke Cage to play out our Mark V armor to go up to 16. Okay. One, two, three. One, two, three. Okay. Repurpose, Power Protection, Supersonic Punch, Nova, Energy Barrier, Force Field Generator. Okay. Oh. So, counter goes on here. 1 scheme goes on here. Using a scheme for 3. 4. Gets an extra card. 5, 6. 7. So a grand total of 7 threat, which leaves it 1 shy of scheming out. Wow. That goes off, so I take 1. I want to remove it from the game. So repurpose goes. Sorry, I don't want to remove it from her game. I want to remove it from her deck. So this was going to get shuffled immediately. I have 2 encounter cards. If it's a scheme, we're done. If it's done, or it's not, we may actually win on this next turn. We'll see. Otherwise, we'll have to hold out. All right, first counter card, Cutthroat Ambition, which is going to surge because it's technique. Cutthroat Ambition. Last one, Peril, deal 3 damage to the first player. That's fine. Down to 2. Or down to 12, sorry. Okay. Is there a path to winning? She can't take more than 5 from a single attack. There may not be. Okay. We're going to Futurist. 1, 2, 3. So Ingenuity, Genius, and Punch. Let's do some calculations here. I'm sure it's... okay. You're going to ping off the tough. We know that for sure. She's at 18. So how does the math work out here with our resources? Pistol can ping off the tough. Which leaves her open. Then this is hard to math out. I think as much as I want to try and do to kill her this turn, I don't think I can. The threat is just way too high. So I'm sure there's a way to lay a lot of damage using repurposes, but I don't think that's going to work out necessarily. So we are going to take Genius. Flip over. We're going to clear that. We're going to ping the tough. Can't go aerial, so we're not going to get a lot of use out of that. So we're going to get one off of here. I would love to repurpose, but I don't think it's going to help us. Yeah. We're going to bring out a generator. Then we're going to supersonic punch, but we're not aerial, so we're only doing 4. Which gives us Power Stone. Okay. We're going to thwart for 3. We're going to ready up, thwart for 3. We're going to ping with the gauntlet. Yeah, it was too. I would love to have been able to take her out on that turn, but that was not going to be possible this coming turn. Quite possible, we'll see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're at max again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, forgot to give her an acceleration. Barrier, generator, martyr, blast, plasma pistol, Stark Tower. Okay. Might be a path now to defeating her. We'll see. Token. 2 go on here. She's going to attack. We're not going to defend because we have her generator up. So 3, 4, 5. So all but 1. First Cutthroat Ambition goes off. Second one goes off. So that puts 2 more in there. I'm going to discard a card. Or from my deck entirely. So there goes an energy to get rid of Cutthroat Ambition, number 1. First encounter card, Lethal Intent. When revealed, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a technique attachment is discarded and reveal that card. Okay. So she's going to have 2 more. Okay, so we're looking for a technique. And because it's revealed, it's going to surge. There's 1. And surge. May exhaust the Milano if not attacked. We don't want to get attacked. So we're going to exhaust the Milano. Okay. She has Retaliate 1 right now and on 13 health. 1. What can we do here? Well, first things first is definitely going to be a Repulsor Blast. Because if we get lucky and get the full amount, we just win. So, using 1 energy barrier to Repulsor Blast, discard the top 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Energy, energy, energy. Wild card, each printed, so it doesn't count. So we do 6. So she's down to 7. Is this enough? We take 1, which is going to take out the generator. We've got 4 here at least. All right, we're going to use the plasma pistol to do 1, which is not an attack, interestingly. Yeah, actually, you know what? Yep, we can do it. We can do it by the skin of our teeth. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're going to attack because with the Power Stone, we're attacking for 2. So she's down to 4. We take 1. We ready up. We attack again. So down to 2. Oh, she can only take 5. So she's at 3. So we took another one. Oh. We're going to go... Oh, yeah, we do... okay. Yeah, yeah. Wow. We're going to go aerial with the boots, which gives our gauntlets 2 attack. So she's down to 1. I take another one. And then we're going to play another plasma pistol. And ping her for the last one as not an attack. Wow, that was close. Pretty sure I got the math right. I know I had to correct some things there because of the amount of damage she could only take in one, and at the had to be 5 or under. But yeah, wow, that was extremely close. That 1 damage difference could have spelled just absolute doom for me at that stage. Wow, because this next turn from her would have been really nasty too if I didn't try and push that damage. All right, well, tough game, but Iron Man has managed to avenge Nebula's previous opponent, which I believe was Gamora. So in space, using a spaceship. I mean, it's technology. It's really good at using technology. But wow, that was a really great back and forth game. You know, concerning the length of it too, hopefully I didn't miss anything. Please, if I missed anything math-wise, please point out in the comments below. But I'm fairly certain that, you know, any mistakes I made there, I was able to fix in the end. But wow, so very, very close on some of those turns, like one threat away from losing. Unbelievable. Just amazing stuff. Okay, that was a great game, and I really do like this deck. I think maybe the author is correct that this is Iron Man perfected, at least in protection. Very potent indeed. All right, until next time, happy gaming. Thank you so much for watching Longship Gaming. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. It will really help the channel to grow and improve. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you'll be notified when more Longship Gaming content goes live. Until next time, happy gaming.